Thin grey-haired man is jiggling around in place, his hands dangling freely. Seeing you approach, he limits up and begins speaking in a cracked voice. Alms for a poor old man with no home and a heart, who wishes only for some little bit of fun in his sad life. I was a stalker like you back in the day, Barin. Hello again, for Maria. Why ask for fun when you have no home and no heart? I'm talking about life itself, Barin. Eating, drinking, it's all fun. Can you spare a few rubles? Sure thing, here's the fire for a glass of vodka. The hobo takes the money with a bow. Thank you kindly, but vodka is a waste of money. I'm gonna buy me some bread to fry. How did you become a hobo, comrade? It's hard being a bum in these parts. Not easy, I can tell you that much. That everyone gets lucky in a dead city, not in wealth and not in death. You always seem to be hanging around here. What are your thoughts on the crazed killer called the Woodpecker? What do I think? I feel like he's one of us. Walks the dead city, walks the metro, stops and talks to people, laughs along with everyone at the bonfire. But it's only a mask. And what's beneath it? I do know. Yeah, thank you. Answer a few questions for me instead. Well, we'll see if you find out who the Woodpecker is. Ask away, Barin. Name yourself, friend. Call me Marth, like all stalkers do. There's no place for real names in the dead city. I see. Any fun around here? Serial killers kill, ghosts fly on the surface, demons crawl out from hell. Also, there's this mystery drug people say is being harvested somewhere nearby. Not Black Lotus, though. Something else. Fun, huh? See? How's life in this awesome station? Better than nothing, I guess. Stalkers are kindly, God-fearing fellows. They always have a ruble or two to spare. There's no room for atheism when you're constantly risking your life with no solid ground beneath your feet. Yeah, that's an option I'll remember. So what are you doing here at the store? I'm just standing out of the wind, warming myself up. Windy weather kills me. More people die of pneumonia around these parts than from monsters and bandits. Okay. Let's see what they got in this store now. The owner of the underground shop greets you with a wide, seemingly sincere smile and points to his wares in a subtle way. Hello, friend. Let not the dangers of the dead city scare you. Be they demons, radioactive winds, shadows, ghosts, vampires, or that woodpecker killer. I'm sure that my wares will help you against all odds. Yeah, you got me. Show me your goods. What you got, though? Hazmat suit. Oh, good thing we already found it. Unlock one. I don't really need this one anymore. I didn't have any money whatsoever. shopping on these things I really want, otherwise. Bit of it. Well, first off, I want to chat. There's no reason not to speak with a good person like you. How's trade? Could be better, could be worse. The only thing to brag about is that my shop is much better than what they got in that snake's den above. People there go for the nastiest tricks in the book to smear the competition. I made sure they are not allowed to go into the station, so don't worry about the quality of my stuff. Gotcha. Where do you get your wares from? The city? No. Things in the city are sometimes quite irradiated, but I don't sell them. I get my wares from all sorts of places. Through the Grad, Krasnosnameni, that Fargate down south. The list of my prices is as long as the history of trade itself. I'm glad to hear that. So tell me a bit about this station. Favorite place in the city, that's for sure. Well, naturally, the latest happenings made everyone a bit paranoid. But believe you me, this place is still safer than the rest of the city. However, there's no escaping the need to go outside once in a while, so I highly recommend equipping yourself for that occasion at my shop. Sure. Heard any use of rooms lately? Well, homeless Sonia was hanged by the neck some time ago. Wolf the Stalker went off to hunt what he called demons. The looters changed the password to the base again. Merchant Dubravin believes to be haunted by a ghost. You know, the typical stuff. Hello, original sim. Okay. There. So what do we have here? Well, here we are. So let's see. Strong, tightly packed stalker walks around the station. When he notices you, he lifts his head up and nods. Not to say I'm happy to see you, but that would be a huge lie. I'm not big on lying. Yeah, can you answer some questions? Nah, I'm not feeling like talking. I have some errands to run. Well, keep it on, bye. That was, okay, and there's the morgue. Did take a screenshot of that yesterday in case we would need it. Wide-shouldered giant of a man with a square jaw and friendly smile watches your every move. There's nothing menacing about him, yet he still somehow unnerves you. Hello, little buddy. You looking for the serial killer? You do that. Who are you, big guy? Call me Rabbit, buddy. Call me that because I like eating rabbit meat. It works for me, you know? I hate all other kinds of meat. Pork, beef, canned meat, mystery meat. I'd rather eat dry biscuits than those kinds of meat. Fun little addiction I got, right? So what are you guarding? The station? I was told to guard the entrance for a while. Why not? I answered. So yes, you're right. Any juicy rumors? There's plenty of rumors. I prefer the ones about Woodpecker the serial killer. Will someone catch him soon or not? So what's the mood here at the station? People became more nervous lately. The woodpecker killings made everyone paranoid. I think it's funny in a way. Because people always died here like flies before any serial killers even showed up. I guess he became the last drop. Okay. Check this out. You spot a red-haired woman from afar. She's standing near the entrance to the Stalker's drinking establishment. Lost in thought, a moment later she notices you as well and gives you a smile and a slight nod. This is when you realize she's not only missing an eye, she's also missing an arm. Sharp and shiny hook is attached to the stump on her missing hand. Ah, this is the woman he wants to see if she has feelings for him. Hello! And hello to you too. Hey, is your name by any chance Larissa? Yes, I am Larissa. Why? Have you met? Nah, but my good pal who did meet you once asked me to say hi. Someone we both know? Who can that be? Don't tell me it's Vasca Zittail. Wait, no, it can't be Vasca Zittail. He was bludgeoned to death in the mountain pass of Woes a year back. Who is it then? Tell me already. I have no idea what any Zittails, but a strange-looking old dude named Gavrilov asked me to say hi. Larissa's face relaxes into a genuine smile. Gavrilov! Don't tell me you're talking about that eccentric fellow who walks around in anti-carapace armor. Yeah, I remember him alright. He was quite a charmer. Always spoke about himself in third person like royalty. How's he doing? He's good. He's settled in a village called Red Fighter. Red Fighter, huh? Yeah, I heard about that place. Did he settle there? What does he do there? Is he comfortable? More or less. What he's doing is really hoping to see you again one day. The woman thinks to herself for a moment and nods. You know what? Why the hell not? It's settled. I'll head for Red Fighter as soon as I can catch a caravan or ship from the dead city. Good luck on the road, Larissa. Thanks, the spirit of adventure has finally stopped nagging me all the time. All I wish for now is some peace and quiet. Anyway, I should prepare for my journey. Bye. Okay, good luck on the road. Hope that works out for them. Yeah, we have a bar here. You see a skinny man holding a glass of the locally brewed moonshine. He gives a quizzical look as he takes a sip and frowns. The taste clearly leaves much to be desired. Hi there. I remember seeing you standing on the platform. Did Curtis send you? Kinda, yeah. You're a jerky, aren't you? That's me. Go ahead and ask your questions since you're already here, but I'm not going to write you a novel. I already didn't see much. So did you notice anyone suspicious? Next to the body? I don't think so. Although what? Jerky frowns as if he's trying to remember something. Finally he speaks, but he still sounds uncertain. There in the tunnel on the right side, I saw something, a silhouette. Could have been a person, or at least something that looked like a person. It was standing there in the dark. A he or a she? I don't know. But as soon as I looked in its direction, it disappeared into the shadows. Hell knows, maybe it was just some random stalker or mutant. Maybe it was the woodpecker. Could be, the body was still fresh, the killer might have been somewhere close by. Exactly, however, if the killer ran into the depths of the underground, it would be hard to find him. So what were you doing at the scene of the crime? What was I doing? I was taking a leak, and I can't whip it out in the middle of the street like some animal, can I? Just because we're lacking a few of the amenities doesn't mean we're total degenerates. Okay, fair enough. Can you think of any suspect? The man bites his lip and falls silent for a second and shakes his head. Nope, I don't know any potential maniacs. Damn it, I've never seen you before either. Who's to say you're not the woodpecker? What does that mean? You have no suspects at all? I find that hard to believe. Who should I suspect? I suspect everyone already. Can't fully trust anyone, not even the detective Curtis hired. So how are you doing now? Are you okay? The man replies with an indifferent shrug. Not like I haven't seen dead bodies before, but I do feel a bit uneasy. What if this maniac is somewhere close by? Well, I found out everything I wanted. Don't go anywhere. I'll leave if I feel like it. Who do you think you are playing Mr. Bossman? That's just some friendly advice. It's for your own good. Alright, bye. Black-haired man behind the bar slowly wipes a glass with a sharply chipped rim. Cracks a raw egg into it, spits in the middle of the sickly pale joke, adds salt and pepper, and offers this delicacy to you. Why does he have to spit in it? Wasteland Oyster, the drink made for a true stalker. Only those who empty the glass in one gulp earn the right to chill out in my tavern. The bartender looks gloomy and confident and utterly serious. Several customers are waiting for your reaction with poorly concealed grins. Endurance, empty the glass in one go. Oh. You failed. You must rapidly snatch the glass from the bartender's hands and empty it in your mouth. You struggle against the natural reaction of your body to this drink, but once the cold, slimy goo touches your tongue, your gag reflex begins to kick like a wild horse. You double over a gritty, gurgling sound from deep inside your belly, and with a ripping bell spray, the cocktail back out the way it came. The bartender looks totally freaked out. The laughter of his customer rolls over you like thunder. Crap, you really did it. You're bad shit, but I like you. I was just pulling your leg about the drink, you know. We're not beasts here after all. Anyway, no hard feelings. What did you want to chat, trade? Asshole. Okay. Shit, how does something like that even occur to anyone? A man came over a while back, name of Ramses the Cook. He ordered beer, port wine, Myrmic's paw, but he didn't like any of it. He started swearing, called me a fucking donkey. At first, I wanted to offer him complimentary accommodation in our morgue. My common sense got the better of me, so I asked his advice on changing the menu. He calmed down right away and even started smiling. What happened then? The next day he returned with a list of dishes, each one stranger than the next. Skola simmering in beetroot juice, myrmic fried with apples, pinned meat Chukotka style. In a word, things either beyond my skills or, to be frank, not worth cooking at all. Except for this cocktail. First time I mixed it just as a joke, but I loved it. Some people want to puke just catching a glimpse of it, but I can't get enough. And I decided to use the fact that it looks like shit as a merry practical joke. I see, how about trading then? Okay, you got some money. What is this then? A smiling, round-faced man is casting around as if searching for someone in the crowd of stalkers. He interrupts his search to address you. Hey there, name's Stanislav, but you can call me Uzhorod. Uzhorod? Nowadays people are giving themselves monikers like Boris the Bull or Konstantin the Crusher, but I've chosen a nickname in honor of my hometown. Don't know if you agree, but I personally think this is a great reason to buy some of my wares. I'm looking for a conversation. Sure, we can talk. Conversation is, after all, an integral part of my business. But who are you? Stanislav Uzhorod is a gossip monger who knows how to turn a profit on rumors and hearsay. Got it. What are you doing here? Sometimes work as a stalker, but only rarely. Hey, talker and stalker are almost the same word, aren't they? Oh, in any case, I'm almost entirely out of the game now. Information is worth a lot of money these days. More than some half-rotted junk, anyway. Yeah, that's a good job. What can you tell me about this place? Some view it as a safe haven for stinking beggars, destitute winos and serial killers. But I see it as a place to make money, a place where data is bought and sold. In other words, it's a business. Do you know what a business is? Huh? Don't answer that. Well, that's one way to put it. Got any good rumors to share? Would you walk into a bar and ask for free booze? So why are you asking Stanislav Usarod, gossip mixologist extraordinaire, for free rumors? Alright. Okay, let's talk Traden. The man's smile grows wider and he cracks his knuckles like a concert pianist. Stop looking around. I don't carry any bags because what I'm selling is information, data, the skinny. I can share a rumor about the secret organization, I can tell you some gossip about famous celebrities, so I can give you a tip about a profitable venture. But I'm not sure about the last one, plus it might involve some fighting, so I'm letting you go for an easy 500 rubles. The first two are 1,000 each. Dealer thinks for a while and slaps himself on the forehead and says, Alright, I recently had one practically useless rumor which I can let you have for free, just as a sample. Okay, share the free one with me then, buddy. You want that nonsense? Sure, as long as you're okay polluting your brain with useless info. The new password to enter the Lutus base is Shigan. Got it? Shigan. How would you want to visit those swine? But now they know what all us stalkers look like, so they won't let you in, even if you have the password. I'm not gonna buy for the other ones. Let's just... There's one other guy here. I didn't talk to him now. Okay. Eric. An unshaven man of around 30 is lost in thought. His eyes are extremely deep and smart. Yet he himself is sickly thin and half drunk. When he notices you watching him, he puts aside the syringe he had been filling and nods to you. Never seen you before. If you need medical attention, I can provide it. No money needed, just 2 bottles of pre-war vodka per treatment. Can also help with STDs, but that costs more. I have a few questions. I'm listening. What's your name, comrade? You can call me Dr. Gorsky. Okay. Why don't you accept money for what you do? Drink is highly valued in these parts. When our local barkeep runs on the booze, I sell what I don't consume for 3 times the price I would ask for medical assistance. You fox, you. How's life treating you? It's sadder and sadder every day. Too bad. Do you know any good rumors? One time I treated a very strange fellow for burns. He wore a 1 cork necklace and carried a knife with "for sobriety" engraved on the handle. When I applied cream to his wounds, he laughed and said he got burned fighting for the sobriety of mankind. I could understand being constantly sober in these day and age. Weird. Okay. Oh, it's him. Black-haired man in his 40s is leafing through a tattered paperback. When you come closer, he stops to shine a friendly, albeit mischievous smile your way. It's a rare sight amongst these surly locals. Greetings, my dear. Gosha the Dragon is so glad to see you. Pink cheek, not yet broken by the oppressive atmosphere we live in. I would be thrilled to converse with someone like you, or even to give them an important task. The man spreads his arms wide as if to embrace the world. There's no sin in talking, I guess. Can you answer a couple of questions for me? Go on, just not too many, okay? Or I get a headache. Why do they call you the dragon? Man grins. Definitely not because I'm a bloodthirsty monster who only loves his ill-gotten gains and frightening babies and stalkers. Okay, buddy. Sure. So what do you do here? Gosha the Dragon laughs and reaches out to muss your hair as if you're a child who said something stupid. You're unfortunately not quick enough to avoid his gentle stroking hand. Oh, nothing great, my dear. Just doing my best to survive. God gifted me with a big heart, you know. So I have been helping out my brother and nephews and many other people. I don't think of myself at all. I don't even remember how I made this fortune. Can you believe it? No? Rightly so. Okay, keep your hands to yourself, man. Sorry, mate, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm just a habitually handsy fellow. Okay. Drop it. What can you tell me about the station? It's a good place and safe. After a week here in my den, when I go out to the city to bring money to my poor family, I feel scared. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder waiting for a blow. Is that right? Are there any good rumors? Have you seen huge ants or huge wasps? The turtles have gotten quite large in some areas too. There was a man staying at the tavern with his son who swore they even used to ride him back in the day. Okay. Oh, wait. No, he has a quest probably for us. Remember that task you gave me? Joshua Dragon rests a hand on your shoulder. The task is very simple, my dear. I'll pay 300 rubles and give you some grub as well. All you need to do is get this message to my uterine brother, Zorosik Rashevkin. The man waves a page from a notebook with 3 words scribbled on it. He was stupid enough to enlist in the ranks of the looters, a bunch of local criminals. Now he's at the base where an honest stalker cannot go, but I won't give up until I persuade him to return. Okay, if I ever find myself in the looter's base, I'll give the note to your brother. Why, George, my dear, here you are, and you find the looters at this location. The man hands you the crumbled sheet of paper and grabs the map from when it's sticking out of your backpack. The company points out the site for you. Here it is, but there's not much point approaching the base from the surface. The guards are too lazy to distinguish between decent guys and guys less decent, but I believe you'll find a way in. Okay. Okay, so it's somewhere down here underground. This is all about them. A mysterious woman in red greets you with a half smile and barely perceptible inclination of her head. Resting her fingertips on your shoulders, she looks deep into your eyes. Presumably satisfied with what she sees, the woman addresses you. Welcome to my Imperium, stranger. Are you selling anything? I don't see any merchandise. I'm not selling anything, at least not here. I am buying. Things I choose to purchase are quite rare, but I'm willing to pay a good price. Enlighten me. Maybe I can help you. Indeed, that is possible. Keep in mind, I'm not interested in illegal goods. The items I see cannot be found on any restricted list. I'm a dealer in rare artifacts. Do you know what this word? I heard that word before, but I don't know exactly what you mean by it. Tell me more. The woman contemplates your reply for a minute. When she finally begins to speak again, she does so very slowly as if thinking over each word. Everything in our world can be explained. Everything has its own internal logic. Oftentimes we know why certain things have happened. And other times we can make an educated guess. But sometimes, some things happen that cannot be explained. For example, items that shouldn't exist. I call such items artifacts. Okay, give an example of an artifact. Long time ago, a young woman sought shelter from the rain beneath a pile of hay. The rain kept falling and soon she fell asleep. When she rolled over, she was awoken by a prick. She had been stung by a sewing needle. The needle was threaded through a ribbon with the same woman's name embroidered on it. No more context, no additional information. Just that needle in the haystack, a ribbon with a name on it, and nothing else. The nearest village was long abandoned. What happened next? The woman put the needle away in her bag and took it with her. The next morning she woke up to another prick. The needle was in her bed again. From that day on, the same thing happened every night unless there was someone else present. Those times the needle stayed put. Something as simple as a working camera could have been a witness. All this could be explained as a case of sleepwalking or forgetfulness, but the needle moved even in the woman's hands and feet were tied. Well, anything is possible in this world. The woman nods her agreement and studies it closely. Listen, I will tell you something I will tell all local stalkers. If you come across an artifact during your travels, bring it to me. I'll give you a better price than any merchants in the wasteland. How would I know which items you're interested in? Let's just say you will feel these things. It should be obvious. The exceptions are rare. So what do you do with these artifacts? Oh, where should I... yeah, do you resell them? Well, you could say that, yes. Who buys them? I mean, if you're allowed to disclose that kind of information. I am not, sorry. Where should I look for these artifacts? Do you have any tips for me? Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. These items are special after all. Thanks for the lecture. I need to go through my things. Maybe I found something for you. Look at this little stone. Tell the story how you found... I need to warn you, I don't just want to buy an object from you. I want to know the story, how you come across it. That's very important. Remember this too. But telling me the story, you automatically agree to hand the artifact over. Look at this little stone. Tell the story how you found the Polylotic Venus. Tell her about the misadventures in the roaring forest and the tunnels beneath. The woman listens politely, but at the end shakes her head and returns the figurine to you. Sounds like a fascinating adventure, and this figurine would most likely be a great interest to historians, but it's not for me. Sorry, I'm more interested in special items. Okay. A well-built man with a chiseled physique who looks around 40 greets you with a smile and a nod. You quickly note that he's rather strange looking somehow. Maybe it's his gaze. This huge fellow who can easily turn out to be a mercenary or a bandit is looking at you with a sense of childlike play and innocence that reminds you of Albert Einstein's photograph you saw in a textbook as a teen. The man then starts talking and his tongue quickly proves that he's indeed rather extraordinary and eccentric. Excelsior! Hello to you, fellow human. My name is Professor Watkin, and you are? Oh, don't tell me, you're a stalker too. Oh. Well, we're not a stalker, huh? Let's say the truth. I'm an agent of Adam. Nice to meet you. The man scratched the back of his head. Come again? You're an agent of the smallest constituent unit of ordinary matter that has the properties of a chemical element. That's right. And? How can I help you? Can I really? I don't sell anything or offer any services. I just live here. Oh, I played the stalker game, so I know what a stalker is. Okay, great. I'm simply looking for a conversation. Oh no, I'm not willing to spend time on idle chit chat, for I'm actually conducting a life-changing experiment as we speak. Where's this experiment? Why does it look like I'm doing nothing? It's all good questions, but I won't tell you the answers, because if I do, you would deduce that there is no experiment and I simply do not like talking to you. Can you, at least tell me why you live here of all places? Professor Watkins sighs and looks at the floor. Yes, no, I'm not. I was expelled from my hometown by the Grud elite. They conducted searches in my lab, They found me and they publicly humiliated me. I had to run. I swear the brutes who burned Copernicus at the stake, who ordered to cut Galileo's feet off, who fed Da Vinci to the flesh-eating insects, they somehow found out the recipe for immortality and are still ruling over us honest scientists. Okay, interesting. No. Wire? Let's see what this takes us. Okay. Oh, that's the way to get to the Luther's base. Okay. Interesting. Short man in his parties is mumbling to himself, contemplating something far beyond the walls of the cool corpse chamber. The mere existence of this gloomy room proves how in his reckless profession the stalker walks hand in hand with death. Okay. He stopped next to the man and glanced down at the corpse of young adventurer. His body seems mangled with multiple cuts, tiny burns, and a gaping purple-black hole in his cranium. Welcome back, the original Sim. Yeah. Your poor brain has never seen the light of day, has it? All locked up in its bone prison. Let me set it free. Open a way out with a carefully placed blow from a hammer. And then, Indeed, what then? Was it really a hammer that dealt this blow? Come on, open up to me, woodpecker. Hi. I assume you're the detective? Your voice startles the man. He hadn't realized he was not alone. He looks at you guiltily and a bit shy. Ah, yes, that's me, in the flesh. I'm sorry. I tend to get absent-minded when I'm thinking, and as you can see, this corpse provides plenty of food for thought. The man points at the mangled cadaver. So many thoughts, I'm drowning in them. And who might you be? I'm investigating this murder. Tell me what you were mumbling just now. Detective lowers his head and grins guiltily. I understand how he must have sounded, but the only connection I have to these terrible murders is my desperate desire to solve them. What I was doing just now is a method I read about in a textbook and I'm not testing in the field. It's called thinking like a criminal. Serial killers like a woodpecker sometimes have weird motives a normal person simply can't understand. The theory I'm following is true. Once you understand the motive, you will have the key to the murderer's personality thanks to the magical power of empathy. I see. So what has your empathy told you thus far? No, Dan, such requests are counterproductive. We all have the evidence we need on this hapless thief right in front of us. Let's do this. Take a look at this unfortunate fool and tell me what you see. Perhaps you spot something I missed. If you don't, then I'll tell you what I see. We'll take a close look. Following the detective's invitation, you bend over the bluish corpse and examine it closely. Several different details catch your attention. I can see a big hole in his skull, hard to miss. Right, he was hit with something heavy like a hammer or pickaxe. His blow was quite precise. This is characteristics of all the murders committed by a woodpecker. If only we knew why he always finishes the victims off this way. Multiple tiny wounds on the body? I think those are traces of torture. He made the poor bastard suffer before cracking his skull open. Creepy, right? His facial expression reflects great suffering. No wonder, who likes being dead, but I think he took on this expression while still alive while he was being tortured. Attention, there's dirt under his fingernails. And that's, and what's that under yours, the Garden of Eden? Could be he resisted when he was being kidnapped, scratching at the ground, or maybe he just skipped washing his hands that day. Nah, this is not a valid clue. Nothing else to catch the eye. The detective sighs sadly, his shoulders drooping. Yeah, just a hole in the skull and trace of torture on his body and face. All the woodpecker's victims looked like that. We had come to a dead end. Okay. Better have another look at the corpse then. Look as long as you like. Look and share your ideas. Actually, let's change subject. I would like to ask you a couple of personal questions. Okay, what do you want to know? What's your name, mate? Haven't I introduced myself? My mom called me Nikita. I rarely use that name these days, although it's nice. You can simply call me Detective. Okay, Detective. Where are you from originally? Haven't I told you? No, I guess I haven't. I'm from Kazakhstan. A week before the war, my father took me and my mom on vacation at my auntie's village near Trudograd. That's where we were when the war got blasted. I have all but forgotten my homeland now. Day-to-day life, the smells and so on. Must be hard, but you never know. You might return there one day. So why did you choose this profession? I like riddles. I even like answering your questions. If there's a question mark at the end of a sentence, I rush to answer. Interesting. So what's your most surprising case? This happened a couple of years ago when I was working at the Trudograd machine factory. 2 weeks into the job, the bosses gathered everyone and started blasting us for a constant shortage of supplies. So during breaks, I started watching closer to find out who was stealing from the factory. 3 days later, my investigation showed it was everyone, including the bosses. I was the only moron who kept to the moral high ground. Okay. That was not much of a discussion. Yeah, so let's see what happens if we go this way then. I want to turn it around, but I can't. Two rats are talking to one another. Okay. Talking rats. Rar rar. A poor confrere. He will not understand how lonely this one is. This one speaks human talk too. Oh, confrere. What? You also ate the great stuff from Two Legs Head and developed speech, confrere? Yes, confrere. This one consumed the great things inside dead Two Legs Head. Oh. We're gonna let them go or we're gonna blast them to pieces? That's the question. Oh, they want to eat our... I'm sorry, but you know what? You're not gonna eat my brains. What the heck? Oh yeah, I don't have enough action points now when I'm wearing that. Oh, can I have my normal armor now on? Or this one is better. Oh, don't need to wear that one. What? Mm-hmm. I can walk over here? Nope. It means we have to go the other way around. Eat. Eat. Mm-hmm. I guess we can go to the looter's base. And in that quest. Okay, and how... The question is, how the heck do we get there? What the heck? Okay. I should put on my other armor for this. Let's see which weapon we should be using. Hope we won't hit him. Oh, what the heck, man? It's only the second time I get stunned, I think. By getting stunned, that's pretty much you dead. Ah, crap. Didn't mean to hit, okay, so I can't really use the shotgun there. Fortunately, shotgun has such a spread, so it hits like so many things at once. Hmm. Hmm. No way that one didn't was up. Okay, now we're gonna have to start to run and shoot. Yeah, that was a nice crit. Oh, what? 89% and it missed? Oh, come on, man. Yeah, you can snack on the dog, I don't care. That's what he's kinda there for. Distraction from me. There we go. Hmm. We should maybe get some gear from uh, hmm. Make food so we heal up. Guess we're gonna go back and heal up or sell stuff. Hmm. Okay. Do, 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 do. Yep, gonna go back to the and sell off stuff now. Um. Do, 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 do. Oop. It's gonna take a while for him to get there. Ah. Good old stretch. The thing is, they don't have money though. And is there anything of this I actually want? No. That's a problem too though. Is there any of them who had money? There's like several of them, so it's like, Oh yeah, he was just selling information. Okay, does he sell booze? He has a little bit of money, but not much. There's several of them that are traders here, it's just... Come on, Slowpoke. Him. Well, if there's none of them, okay, we will have to see if I can buy something else then that doesn't weigh much. Oh, I missed going in here. Before. Oh, that's a courtesy. Think about the case. Tell me what you know about the woodpecker. He's managing strings along, making us into fools. I'm sure he thinks we're all a bunch of helpless morons. It's okay, you get caught. It's inevitable. Hope you're right, but as now we don't have a lot on him. Tell him, have you tried collecting fingerprints from the crime scenes? Dr. Loskippy isn't exactly cutting edge technology, you know? Tried everything, you even tried fingerprinting the stalkers in order to compare them to the woodpecker. All in vain. Someone, perhaps the maniac himself, spread a rumor that we just pick a random set of prints and blame everything on some unlucky slob. Only a few people volunteered. And forced them to give up their prints? Well, let's just say that ain't gonna fly around here. How long has the woodpecker been active? It's been a couple of months since we discovered the first body, but we don't really know how long he has been active. People in the dead city come and go, and some of them drop dead from radiation poisoning. How many victims are there? Has there been any survivors? So right now the woodpecker has killed at least 20 people, but the true number may be much higher. So far there have been no known survivors. What about the murder weapon? Is it a knife? Looks like he uses a knife to torture his victims. It's been speculated he doesn't outright kill his targets, but torture them first, then puncture their skulls and leaves them to die. If that's true, it's absolutely terrifying. Okay. They put you in charge of this operation. No one. Somebody had to step up. I see. You saw an opportunity and jumped on it. So what? Had to be done sooner or later. Most of the stalkers are just slackers and misfits, but some of them are really serious people. Together we have created a kind of order for the community. This is some questions. Sure, what would you like to know? Tell me about the station. People use these metro ruins and stations to shelter from the dust storms on the surface. It's one thing avoiding a radiated area in the city. Just walk around, but when radioactive dust is blowing into your eyes, ears, eyes, and mouth, that's a different kettle of stewed rat. Even Red Zero is no good to you then. Sounds nasty. What do you know about the dead city? Very creepy place. Some stalkers claim to hear voices coming from the abandoned buildings, fragments of conversation, laughter, sobbing, as if memories of lives long gone linger in the beams and bricks. Shadows of the past. Heard any user rumors lately? Some stalker recently encountered a legendary monster Cookish and barely managed to escape with their lives. But taking into account all the stories I've heard about this beast, I figured it must be lying, right? Can't be that easy to escape such a monster. Who knows? Any interesting places to visit in the city? There are many, however the inhabitants likely don't know all of them. My advice is to ask the stalkers about it. I've been so preoccupied and with my desk duties lately that I'm completely out of the loop. Thanks for your advice. Yeah, do that. Okay, I might have to go up then. He's a bomb. I don't know if he wants to say anything. What do you think about this crazy kid at the woodpecker? The guy's sick. His victims aside, although they really shouldn't be set aside, he deserves to be pitied. People don't turn into maniacs for no good reason. It's not due to an excess of happiness. That's my opinion, at least. You have any advice? Same advice I give to all newcomers. Get yourself a ticket back home, ASAP. But if you decide to stay, move underground. Radiation's weaker down here and there are no dust storms. We do have monsters, gangsters, lunatics, weak shoring, hidden traps and a bunch of other dangers, but you can at least try to avoid those. If you get caught in a dust storm on the surface, no special skill will save you. What do you do here, big man? I guard Kurdas, our boss. He's a smart guy. That's why his life and health are in constant danger. If he gets distracted and forgets to keep an eye on his surroundings, God knows what disaster might befall him. I'm here to do the looking around for him. Okay. Down is the question. I might need to go up. That means I had to put on this. Real vendors down here. Wait, where is the guy? Oh, is he gone? But they don't have much money, man. Yeah, I just want to get rid of this stuff. To trade food. Okay, so there's no real money thingy. As they also said, for money isn't really helping people here. Hmm. Wasn't anybody else here? Oh. I think we talked to this one. This dog isn't that different from the Dead City's other inhabitants, except for one tiny detail. He's holding a long, thin cigarette rolled in white paper, and the smoke smells of sweet mint. The scent alone makes him involuntarily arch your brow. That's an interesting cigarette you got there. Where did you get it? The man puffs calmly on, producing clouds of sweet, smelling tobacco smoke. These are from Trudograd. I buy them at the harbor whenever I get the chance. The stalker smiles and carefully taps cigarette ash on the floor. Good to see some new faces. By the way, people around here call me Fancy Pants, so I think you can see why. Quite a buzz about this crazed killer running around punching holes in skulls. How do the stalkers feel about it? Someone said being a stalker was a cakewalk. The homicidal maniac is terrifying, sure, but our lives are in danger every day. The Bravin, the merchant, thinks Raph is after him. Some folks are running their own little protection racket. The local mob have shootouts on the reg. And don't even get me started on the mutants. However, an unknown killer in our midst is a reason for concern. Whoever this woodpecker is, he operates in darkness like a nocturnal predator. Once he picks his victim, there's no escape, so what's the point in worrying? Yeah, ask you some questions. Go ahead, I'm not in a hurry. How do you like the station? You guys fixed it up real nice. It's easy to forget this used to be a subway back in the day, but take my advice. Be careful wandering the tunnels outside it. All kinds of creatures roam around down here. Noted. What do you know about the city? Let's get honest for a sec. It ain't a city no more. And glorified ruins more like. I don't even remember what it used to be called. Shame all the old-timers ran away or died. Now there's no one left to ask. A place with no history. Where did you come from? Trudograd. I wanted adventure and this is just a place for it. That's enough thrills here for everyone. Any good gossip lately? People are saying that Shadows, the local mutants, have a queen of sorts. Some horrible abomination that keeps birthing these freaks who roam in the city. No idea if it's true or not, but hey, sounds plausible. Okay. Do 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 do. Hmm. Rats. Hmm. Some XP. Much XP, unfortunately. Do, 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 do. Hmm. We have to go all the way around. Oh my god. Oh, there's actually caravaners in this. Heck are you? Over there. But you had money. Hmm. I don't have anything really. Oh, we have some. Hmm. As we're going. How do you know about it? Okay, fine. We're going through the Luther's base. They can take me there. Go to the Luther's base. There was some walking. Well-armed man with the mustache and glasses stands in your way, guarding the station in front of you. He growls a single word. Password. Password, but of course the password. Shigan. The guard moves aside so you can pass. Welcome aboard. Great. Let's have a little talk and I'll be off. The man cocks his head to one side. He's not used to having long conversations on duty. I have no time to chat. Well, then I better leave. Well, that was good. We got that free rumor for that one. One look and you can tell the woman is a mutant, though the eyes don't give her away like the others. Instead, you can tell she's an evolved human being by her free, voluptuous breasts. Seeing you staring at her deformity, the woman spits out her cigarette and addresses you in a growly, masculine voice. What was that, young man? You saying you want to have some adult fun with Lutka 1.5? We can talk about that. Rah, 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 bark, bark. For a second, it seems like Zulbars is trying to bark gonorrhea. He nips your pants leg and tries to drag it to safety. You shoot the dog away, but his actions do make you think. Look at this four-legged moralist. I like the number 3. I would rather start our friendship with a few questions. Do you have time to talk? The woman shrugs and bares her lips on a crooked smile full of yellow, uneven teeth. Heh, you didn't run as soon as you learned that you were talking to a mutant. That's good. Sure, we can talk for a bit. Mutants in your line of work are a real sight. What's your story? I'm not telling you shit. If you were a gentleman, I would, but you're not. Okay, some other questions? Oh, well, fuck it, I'm out of here. Oops. This old grey hair is digging through a cloth bag full of phantom pens, ink bottles, and syringes. I'm here for the stick and poke. Are you here for the stick and poke tournament? Or get yourself a shiny new tattoo from the Ink Master Denisish. Competition thing sounds fun. Tell me about it. The old man claps you on the shoulder. I really hope you will get a first time into the tournament. Watching the amazing professional you followed all your life isn't what makes these things fun. Anyhow, here's the deal. Each contestant will be given a volunteer to act as a canvas for the tattoo. The creator of the most party tat will get a fat stack of cash or a unique tattoo from me personally. You in? Did I tell you that I want to enter? Let's change the subject. The stuff can always be changed. Some tattoos are forever. Can we talk some more? I don't have time to kill it. Okay. I can't pass up the chance to get a nifty tattoo. The old man laughs as he takes the fountain pen out of his bag and starts sucking the stale pre-war ink out of it. You came to the right place. I'm gonna let you in on Lusiki. You're talking to the best tattoo artist in the West. Nobody does it like me. That's why I judge competitions instead of entering them. Tell me what interests you. One ink job costs 2,000 rubles and 3 jobs per person is my limit. I want to stay exclusive after all. Well, that was none of those I wanted. As I said, I gotta run. Tough guy in dirty work clothes suddenly watches the fire. Somebody turns away to throw another chair leg onto the flames. How much fire you got going? Man shouts and looks at you. Huh? Oh, yeah. What you doing here? You a stalker? Me? Nah, I'm no stalker. Me and the boys here, we help stalkers and looters clear collapsed passages into ruins and stuff like that. Where are you boys now? Man shrugs. Hell if I know. One of them was killed by that fucking woodpecker serial killer guy last month. They're drinking in his honor ever since. Don't worry, if I give him the signal, they'll quickly jump to the opportunity and will clear all the rubble you want cleared. Job pays well. We cope. The city has many ruins people need access to. We always get new orders. Get to answer some questions? No, I'm not feeling like it, sorry. Okay. Fine. Nimble-looking black-haired man looks around himself with a half-smile, puffing at his roll-up. He glances occasionally at his watch and the impressive-looking bit of technology. The crystal is cracked, but it's still functioning. Noticing your approach, the man speaks in a hoarse voice. Hey, what are you looking for, matey? You looking for, Rushikan? What? Who the hell is Rushikan? What do you mean? It's me, of course. I'm Zorsik Rushikan. You're no use. Man calling himself Sorkin Reshikan and adds under his breath. Boat swaying, you bastard. You can't even send me a messenger. Man turns his attention back to you. Yeah, what do you want? Ah, Sorkin Reshikan, I have a message for you. Or you can think of a way to pass Gosha the Dragon's mysterious message to his addressee. Sorkin Reshikan grabs the crumb of paper from your hands and spread it out to read. But this is my mom's name. This is her village. Ruskin jolts stiffly upright as if he electrocuted and snatched an old M712 from his elastic waistband. Turns his wrist 90 degrees to point the gun at your head, eyes bulging. He then starts screaming, spluttering, and shaking. So what, huh? What now, tough guy? You know my mom's address. Well, fucking done, asshole. You know her name and where she lives, but how are we going to hurt her if I execute you here now, huh? This little exchange does not go unnoticed. The looters are all looking at you in a mixture of fear and surprise. You're sure as hell not going to like it if you start a gunfight in the middle of their base. Wait, I have nothing to do with it. Gosh, the dragon, your brother asked me to give this to you. The rage evaporates from Rashikan's face in the blink of an eye. He lowers his hands and begins to breathe normally. Gosh, the dragon, you say. God save me from a brother like him. There are no rats in my family. But I owe more money to him than anyone else, and this is exactly like him. To use such threats. He's found out where my mom lives and thought it would be a good idea to blackmail me, you hear? Well, his sidekicks will have a hard time when instead of an old lady they bump into me with Dad's Kalashnikov. If only I can get there in time. The man thinks hard and brings his palm to his forehead with a dull slap. No, I'll never make it. His goons are probably loafing around Oserki already, waiting for his orders. Shit, okay, tell this bastard I got the message. I'll get him his money. I have one last option. Hoped I wouldn't have to resort to this, but what can you do? I wish he would choke in his filthy rubles. Hey, I didn't know. Don't shoot the messenger. Well, it happens. I had better go now. Guns and SMG. Wait, as a firearms aficionado, I can't help but wonder why you were holding your pistol sideways. It's an old Chinese trick I learned from some Guangzhou caravanners. The Mauser M712 recoils back and up, so if you hold it sideways when shooting, you can quickly adjust your aim for the next target. I could blow your brains out, and the next moment my gun would be focused right between the eyes of your chum. You had any chums here, that is. First you can spread his arms and include all the looters walking around the base. Right, see ya. This Chinese trick has taught you something new about your favorite type of weapon. Right, see ya. Oh, nice, we got some 3 points there. Nice. Yep, let me pour up some more coffee. Well, that's nice. Obviously, we got some 3 points for pistol SMG, though. Okay. I'm gonna go over here and just check this out. Great, but not yet. The old man in a clean, nicely fitted suit is sitting at the table looking bored. He's doodling something with his fingers in the condensation covering his beer glass. Man looks up and smiles wildly, almost as if he was waiting for you. Hey, comrade, why so dusty? Coming back from some dirty ruin, right? Go on, you can tell me, don't be shy. Ruin buildings are not the only place where you can get all dusty mate. There's a lot of sand and dust outside too. Man shrugs and nods. True, in these lands especially, the wind carries dirt all around. It's just what I was looking for as stalker, so I hoped you were one. Need a certain ruin inspector for good money too. I see. If I can help, what's the job? Come out a few times and jerks his chair closer to you without standing up. He starts by saying the following, while nervously drumming his fingers on the table. The hospital was left strangely intact after the bombing all those years ago. There are no doctors there, of course, only monsters of bones, but the building itself is safe to explore. A business partner really needs a certain gizmo that might still be found in the old clinic. You'll likely be in the operating room or maybe locked up in the basement storage area. Every city clinic had a few of these things in the last years before the war. The thing is called Morosco Portable Storage Freezer, or just Morosco. Looks like a small suitcase with 3 multicolored vials and chemicals in the inside and a Sov Medtech logo on the outside. Okay. What are the chemicals? Is this thing dangerous? Not at all. It was used to transport donor organs to patients over long distances without the need for a whole freezer truck. Pre-war medicine made a huge leap before it all went to hell, you know. Heartbroken. We'll get you a new one. Liver failing from all the pesky alcohol it keeps sneaking into your system. Get a transplant and drink up. The chemicals in the case are for slowing down cell death in the organ, so it's moved between hospitals. Why would you need such a thing? I don't. My business partner does. He's planning on opening a hospital. Yeah, such a great guy he is. You can't even imagine. Why can't you go dumpster diving yourself? 5 years ago I would have, and we wouldn't be having this talk. But my body isn't what it used to be, so I have to buy someone else's labor. Capitalist style. Well, can it be any chance this thing that you're looking for? The man carefully inspects the little briefcase he found. Oh yes, that's the gizmo. Man, it looks just the same as in the old medical magazines. Hold on, I'll get the money. Here you go, 1,000 rubles for your troubles. Deal? Deal. Now show me the money. Great, really glad you turned out to be a cooperative sort of guy. The man smiles, he hands you the money and takes the odd case off your hands. He hides the gadgets away under the table. Good, wanna chat? Always glad to lend an ear. What's in your mind? I wish you could tell me your name. Ah, right. My name is Valentine, but everyone else calls me Valya. Valya Satanovsky. Glad to meet you, Comrade Satanovsky. What are you doing here? Trade secret, kid, but look around at what the others here are up to. Make an educated guess about the legality of my work, I see. What can you tell me about this place? In the old days, they used to call places like this a den of thieves. I agree with the assessment wholeheartedly, although we are lacking in quality hookers, unlike a real den. I wish there were more hookers in the ways in general. Nicely said. So, can you share something interesting with me? One guy I met made me think about the Daytla Pass incident again for some reason. What a mysterious occurrence that was. Happened way back in 1959. A group of young, healthy, experienced hikers were found dead on a trip to the northern Urals. Even now, their death seems weird to me, but back in the day it was the talk of the whole Soviet Union. Why did they die? How? Everyone has their own version. Wanna hear my own theory? I think the snowmen got them. Shattered right over the tents during the blizzard. An ancient race of homicidal albino gorilla men struck out against humanity that fateful night. And we never avenged those poor kids. Interesting theory got there. Okay. Well, that was nice. We happened to be into that hospital. Well, that means we got 2.5 kilos free. The man who tries to avoid you is your old friend Simon Spock. The treasure smuggler carefully glances at him and quickly looks away. Well, well, well. The world is small. Hey there. Do I know you? Sorry, I'm bad with recognizing faces. Quiet your comedy routine, you bastard. You want to make a fool out of me, huh? Simon Sparks swiftly looks around and starts whispering. Be quiet, please. I did not betray you. It just happened. It's just crazy coincidence. I don't know how it all started. Oh, so it was just all a big accident. Well, maybe not accident would happen to your face then. Know what I mean? Wait, let's not get all crazy about what happened. So what are you doing here? Talk or else? A hustle here and a hustle there. You know what it's like. Yeah, but I also know what it's like when you were played like a damn fiddle. Don't try scaring me. Do you know what I have? Do you know that I have powerful friends here? Very powerful friends. Look, also thought he was very powerful. And where is he now? The man wrinkles his nose in disgust. Hook was nothing. I spit on him. Oh, you don't know who you're messing with. My new friends are very dangerous men, much more dangerous than you or me. But enough about that. I told you a lot as it is. You fear your powerful friends more than you fear me. I doubt they will avenge your death. No, they will find you, and then they will kill you. Thomas Black starts looking all around the place and then suddenly grabs his gun. You know what? I'm gonna kill you myself and nobody will do anything about it. Really now? Smuggler betrayed one of the most precious rules of the ways. He tried to attacking someone around witnesses who were not his friends. The looters all around his back did not take too kindly to his outbursts, without any fear for his so-called powerful friends. He might be so secretive nobody here actually knows anything about them. Don't shoot! Oh, god damn it, buddy. It felt good to get our vengeance on that asshole. Just in case. Get a little bit of money. And nobody gave a F. Tall red-headed woman greets you with a pleasant smile. She stands out among her grumpy colleagues, but she is obviously comfortable with their company. Hi, I'm Agatha. Did you by any chance explore the metro? And did you see Maxim there? He's short, lean, and swarthy. Likes to call himself a stalker. No, I never met him. Is there a problem? Woman heaves a deep sigh and slowly shakes her head. If you ever down in the metro, take a look around, would you? He went down into the tunnels a week ago and never came back. Where exactly did this? What kind of man is he? Woman smiles dreamily. I don't know. It's true that he's a gangster, but he's still a good guy. He's like a little brother to me, or a cute little puppy who always follows you around. Probably in love with me. I don't see him as a husband or boyfriend material, of course, but I care for him like a friend. Where exactly did he disappear? Agatha takes the metro map from your hands and pulls out the small side tunnel. He was heading somewhere around here. There's nothing there though. Even stalkers don't visit these places. I'll keep my eyes open. I'll change the subject now. There's another thing I want to ask you. Who are you? I believe I told you already. I'm Agatha. Nice to meet you, Agatha. What are you doing here? A woman surveys the gathering and smiles cunningly. What is everyone doing here? I'm loafing around just like the rest of them. Got it? So what is this place? A former metro station and now a huge underground common room for all such sorts of rascals. I see. Care to share any interesting stories with me? I went out for several nights in a row to look around, and you know what I noticed? A red dot in the sky, the Hesperus star, seems to be growing steadily bigger and brighter all the time. Weird, right? Okay. Large white man looks at you with no malice, but with no happiness as well. He doesn't look like he wants to chat much. What do you want? My buddy Frederick sent you. Huh? He knows I'm not joining any tunnel-going party for a while after what happened last time. What made you want to avoid the tunnels? Beast. Fire-breathing monsters. It chased me and my buddy Frederick until we got to the station. I carried the old guy, and he shot at them while I ran. Unlike him, I only seen the boogers for a few seconds, but they still scared me shitless, with the stench and heat that I felt from them as I escaped. How terrible. Sorry, I don't like the cut of your jib. Okay. What the hell? Suddenly you're met by the detective whom Curtis, the unofficial leader of the Stalker status, who stole the case of the Woodpecker murders. The man looks tense, if not scared. There you are. I'm glad I did not have to spend too much time looking for you. Let's get close to the business. What happened? Jerky. Jerky is dead. Remember him? He was the one who found the previous victim, and now he's dead. The clues all show it was the Woodpecker. Damn it. Where was the corpse at? In the old department store, seems like poor dumb Jerky wanted to take a walk around the city. That was just where the woodpecker was waiting for him, and we all told him that walking alone was a bad idea. When did that murder happen? Not too long ago, maybe just a few hours. Any suspects? Hector looks away. Just like always, all we got are assumptions. Could you share those assumptions with me? I believe that our woodpecker has a helping hand. I know everyone thinks that I'm at fault for sitting in this case for so long, but let me tell you, nobody ever avoided me for so long and left so little clues unless he was working with a partner. It could be partners, or the woodpecker might have information about the investigation. It's all possible, though. I always thought the woodpecker would be a loner, but what if he has friends? I should reflect on that theory. And the one who found the body, is he okay? The person who found the corpse was actually me. Don't you even dare to make accusations. I trailed him because he was a suspect, you see. But I lost him for half an hour, and that's when it happened. And what were you doing for that half an hour, And there was an open suitcase. I want to check what was inside. What about it? You think Curtis pays me? He will only pay for the assault. So what now? Call the boys and we dragged the corpse back to the metro station. I believe that I saw everything noteworthy that was on the scene of the crime, but I might have missed something. Why don't you take a walk around the old department store? Maybe you could find something I missed. It's doubtful, but I will try at least. So what did you find at the scene? Nothing much. Blood, a footprint of standard old military issue boots, the most stalkers wear. Other things around the site were basically garbage, but hey, this whole city is made of garbage. Which garbage is useful to the case is pretty hard to spot. The jerk was tortured and now he has a hole in his head, I'm betting. Yes, true. The only thing I noticed is that the woodpecker was working fast this time around. Jerky's body had less signs of torture than the previous victim. Someone might have spooked the killer. What do you plan to do now? The detective shrugs. I will ponder on the details in the morgue. Maybe I'll get the conclusion somehow. We'll see. I might be of help. Let's check out the old department store, okay? Here it is. Good luck. I'll go inspect the corpse again. What have we been at? That's the one already. I thought there was a button over here, so I'm just gonna see what happens if you press it. Okay. We can go out that way. Okay. Maybe that can take us to this side tunnel. Yeah, well, let's see what this takes us. Hey, Luther, Brains God nods to you and points to the open gate. Good hunting, my dude. How do you like your new job? Isn't it boring standing around doing nothing at all the time? If I ever get bored, I can just leave. We don't have an organized community here like Komsomolsky Station. Everyone is his own master. Doesn't that lack of organization cause feuds? Sometimes we can usually find a peaceful solution. However, once in a while the peace needs to be enforced with the rifle. If the thing against me and I blow your head clean up, punk, that's my motto. Support you with all my heart. Anarchy is the mother of freedom. Yeah, and a glass of vodka is her daddy. Don't count on this place being completely lawless, kid. Common sense is still a thing around here. Maybe you want something done? I can do stuff. The man sighs. You wanna help? Get me 1,000 AK rounds. 1,000? Are you kidding me? Haha, yeah, that was a joke, kid. I don't need anything. Go ask for job someplace else. Had any good rumors lately? They say Big Papa, father of all mutants, is hiding under the city crater, but I don't believe it. None of your friends will still try to rob you when I'm away from the base. In the city, everyone's out for himself. Loot and Stalker are just two names for the same profession. Every group has its fuckwits, so focus your blame on the superior rather than a particular fuckwits faction. Gotcha. Strong-looking man with a messy hair and a homemade flak jacket is walking around the yard on the inside of the fence. When he spots you, he kicks the rusty can and hoists an arm in greeting. Welcome to hell, brother. Hey, what are you looking for? Nothing else to do? Don't even start, brother. I'm so damn lazy nowadays I don't want to do anything. So I just all around looking at shit. The man looks at one of his huge fists and lifts it up and displays it to you. Back away in case he's about to attack, but instead of giving you a black eye, the man simply asks, can you sock me one real good? I want to rot here, but I ain't got the willpower to walk away. Maybe a good old blow to the head would knock some sense into me. Already tried to ask my pal over there, but he wouldn't do it. Well, why not? Since you asked so nicely, lean close and give me a good shot at that kisser of yours. Dexterity. Perform a fancy trick attack. You shove the man's unshaven face as the final of a dexterous backflip. The strike uses all of your mass and collapses the nose of a victim with an unsettling pop. The looter falls on one knee and moans. He doesn't attempt to rise again for a full minute. Jeez, I bet being kicked by a horse is less painful. Thanks. That punch of yours really made me think. I'm going to leave on a grand adventure. Here's some cash money for your troubles. Still wobbling his feet, the looter leaves the camp. Good luck with that. Okay, we got a new level. By punching somebody's nose in. Okay. So let's see. Goddamn, I need 2 more levels. You have to go to the department store. You know, all around here. There's a victim's blood, naturally. There might be anyone's. What are these boots doing here? Strange. No more stick buds. Oh wait, one is thin and mint flavored. That's unusual. Oh well, we know who that is. A broken clock, huh? Hmm. What if this is something? Just walked past it last time. Well, it is something. That's a lot of rats, man. Ah, shit, man. Yes, down into the dark abyss of the ventilation shaft, the abyss gazes also into you. Up a stone into the shaft. Here the rock bounds from the floor deep below. Fasten the rope. Climb down the well. Start spitting hands and descending into dangerous darkness. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we can't open this on this side. Up we go.